This is Joel Eric Subin. I am very pleased to play my small part in the very worthy and important fundraiser of the Arts Center. I just want to thank Victor Siegel for reaching out to me, and I have been able to provide a number of digital sound files of commercial recordings which I have led over many years. Let me briefly talk about the composers whose works will be included here. Brian Fennelly was a professor of music composition at New York University and wrote highly abstract, complex, contemporary classical music. But one of the selections here, Empirical Rag, is of the easier listening variety, and I highly recommend that you pay attention to it. It's about 5 minutes long, a little bit longer than a hit single. Another composer, A.L. Scarmelin, immigrated to the United States from northern Italy 120 years ago, and that was during the time that Puccini was reigning supreme in opera houses all over the world, and young Scarmelin quickly revealed his talent and wrote several operas, some in Italian and some in English. And I've included a couple of the arias from one of his Italian operas called La Serenata Interrotta, the Interrupted Serenade. And I think those of you who have some experience listening to opera will recognize that he learned a lot from studying the scores of the brilliant Puccini. Then there is one or more movements from one of the cello concertos of the famous 18th century classical composer Joseph Haydn. I highly recommend that you listen to this. It was a great privilege for me to work with the brilliant American cellist Robert DeMaine, who is now the principal cellist of the Los Angeles Philharmonic Orchestra. There is a work by American composer Hayes Biggs, a fanfare for brass and percussion. There is some music by another American composer, Larry Thomas Bell, who is professor of music in Boston. And all of these composers are very distinguished and have won many prizes. Finally, actually, I was able to find a few sound files from music that I arranged, spirituals, 5 spirituals. I arranged them many years ago when I was still in my 20s, and they were recorded with a stellar chamber orchestra that I recruited in the New York City area, and soprano Jessica Lennick. And I think that will do it. Once again, I'm extremely proud to be able to help in this very important effort. Thank you very much.